Please call me Chris if you'd like to address me. And I have some ground rules today. And number one, I would love to hear from you. And I know that's intimidating and nobody wants to put up their hand or say anything. But I absolutely welcome questions, comments, observations. If you want to challenge me on something that I've said, that's cool too. I mean, you might stump the chump. It won't be the first time and it certainly won't be the last. But please feel free to make any comment that comes to mind about the subject that I'm going to talk about. I have a varied background. You're going to go, what? You did what? I'm a lawyer by profession. I practiced insurance defense litigation for 8 years as I was raising 2 small children, and wow, that just about killed me, so I stopped that. I was at home for a bit with my kids. Oh, now I should ask my friendly cameraman, if I wander around, we're cool, right? You still have the sound, you don't have to follow me, or you can, you do whatever you like?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so I'll feel free just to do whatever, all right. And if I break into dance or something, we're good. But I won't, trust me, you're good. Anyway, what happened was I thought I was gonna die, literally, and I gave up that profession, and that was after many years of, as you can imagine, education and money, time building my practice, building my reputation. I was at home, as I started to say, with my 2 kids, which was also scary. I'd never really trained for that. And then I went back to work in the courts part-time as a deputy judge in small claims court. So, and I did that because it kept my opportunity to practice law open. I didn't have to go back to school. That was considered continued training or continued practice. And that was cool for about 7 years, and then I began to realize that that really wasn't what I wanted to do either. And there's a couple of messages in there for you on that subject. Number one, this is a wholly different world for you. This is a whole different life from something that you know, your teachers and I, my friend Jen here, grew up with. I mean, it's very different. Back when the dinosaurs crawled the earth, when I was working as a young person, we had jobs. There were lots of jobs for us. It was just a matter of choosing whatever we wanted. And that was just the general thing. You just came out of school, you either went to college, university, or you got a job, and it was all just very easy, and you had your choice, and it all just happened. And it's just not the same for you guys anymore. There's the job market is very competitive. There seems to be fewer jobs. Believe me, I feel your pain if you're having difficulty finding something, let alone finding something that really floats your boat and makes your life an exciting thing. So what I'm here to do today is to talk about what I really do now, and to maybe get you a little bit excited about how you can create, honestly, the most fabulous life that you can imagine. But you have to be able to imagine it. So I'm going to take you on a little journey today. I'm going to share some weird stuff. I'm throwing it out to you like a buffet of ideas. Now, if you go to a buffet, do you feel like you have to eat everything on the buffet? Okay, some of you might. Yeah, put up your hand if that's what you feel you have to do. Get your money's worth. Yeah, sometimes, okay. But no, the point is that that's the idea of a buffet, is to choose what you like to eat and then eat as much of it as you want. So there might be something here that you like, and there might not be anything here, but that's okay. Please just follow me, have an open mind, and just enjoy the journey. The first thing that I want to say also about my own journey and what happened is this. I know you're in grade 11 and 12. Most of you are grade 12, right? Right. And I know that what I'm going to say right now isn't necessarily on your radar in the next couple of years, but it's really good to start thinking about your life now. Because trust me, if you think you're busy now, I know you think you're busy, you are, it just gets worse. You're going to be busier and busier and busier. And once you get in the work world and you're working full time, you might get married or not and have children. You've got car payments, mortgage payments, all that kind of stuff. And I know it's not in your radar, but eventually something like that is going to happen for you. You are very, very busy. And so I know people that have changed their lives, much as I did, with all of that on their plate, and it's not easy, but people do it. So number one, don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. I have reinvented myself several times. I have tried an amazing array of careers that you'd think, what is she on? I just try whatever feels good, and if it works, it works, and if not, then I shift gears a little bit and I try something else. And I'm just, as I go down that path, I'm very aware of the opportunities that come to me.
Tiffany
and,
Paulette, please come to the attendance office.
and if
Tiffany
they
Paulette
feel
to the
good
attendance
and they're
office.
reasonable, I try them. So I want to open your mind that way right now. Do not be afraid to try new things, because now, especially, is the time to do that. Okay? You have the protection of the schools, your families, your parents, that kind of thing. Now's the time to try things and see if they're things that you really like to do. Because honestly, the marketplace now demands that you mine your entrepreneurial skills. Whether you're going to be an entrepreneur or not, and an entrepreneur means a small business owner, someone who wants to start their own company, do their own thing, make their own money, be their own boss, which is what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if that's what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you are interviewing to have a job in a company. Either way, you have to sell yourself. Imagine being your own business owner and hiring somebody to come and work for you. Put yourself in their shoes for a minute. What do you want to know about them? Because it's your company. You want to know that that person is going to do the job that you hired them for, that they're going to do it well, that they're going to care about your business. So you have to think about the best way to sell yourself in order to fit into that job. So you need a little more initiative than what are my hours, what's the pay, what are my holidays. As a business owner, is that what you want to hear from someone you're interviewing? Probably not. That doesn't show a lot of interest in your business. And so those people probably don't appear to be as committed as you would like. Something else to think about as well, before I start on the weird stuff. I don't know what you're thinking about doing, but there's the career job path, there's the having a family path, and then there's probably where most of us intersect. And all I want to say to you is, when I was trying to practice law, raise 2 children, be a partner in a marriage, all the other roles that I was asked to fulfill every day, it was very, very, very difficult to do. Now you probably look around. Yes?
A question for you.
Yeah.
When you said that you're doing all that at the same time,
Yep.
did that lead to a lot of stress?
Oh my God. When I tell you I thought I was going to die, there were some days I didn't know if I was going to make it.
My mom was like that because she's a supervisor, and they had somebody from a new country come and work there, and there's a huge language barrier. And my brother has something like autism, so she's dealing with that at home. And her boss was telling her to train this girl, so she had those 2 things, and she got really sick.
Yes.
Because there was too much stress with training the new girl, because her English wasn't good, so my mom had to put it certain ways for her to understand.
Yeah. I totally get it. And she's not the only one, I'm not the only one. This is kind of what happens. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. Now is the time to start. Just think about it. Just think about it. What do you want? What suits you? Is having the career and the job, does that really float your boat? Does that excite you? Does that really make you come alive? Or maybe having the family does. Not that they're necessarily on 2 ends of the spectrum. You know, and how do you plan to walk that line? Because again, it is very difficult, and it's a matter of understanding what you want, stating your expectations, and communicating. That's the key to any good relationship. So just really, and this is the start of how I'm going to get into some of the stuff I'm going to talk to you about today, and that is to really start to think about, who is this person that's sitting here listening to me today? Who are you? What makes you tick? What floats your boat? What makes you happy? What do you long for? What do you love? Those kind of questions. You know, I ask a number of audiences. I never told you what I did. So I'm a speaker, obviously, and I consider myself a youth coach because I love working with people like you. I honestly do. I love the fact that I got up this morning and I was really happy to know that I was coming here, that I was able to speak with you. I don't know, just makes me really, really happy. And I'm glad I do this. I've written a book, and it's designed for you. My age demographic is 15 to 30, and the book is about some of the stuff I'm going to talk to you about today, and it's how to help you figure out what's going on in here so that you can align yourself with a better career that actually makes you happy in the long run. How many of you know somebody, it might be your parents, it might be a neighbor, a friend, whatever. How many of you know older people who get up every day, go to work, come home, eat dinner, maybe have a little bit of fun, do something, go to bed. The same thing day after day after day. And that's not the thing. That might make you really happy, but they're not happy. They're just on that treadmill paying the bills. Right, and yeah, and so most of us, I'm gonna hazard a guess here, most of us, my age, are like that. And many people are not happy with their lives, and here's what happens. You're now stuck. You're now stuck in a lifestyle that you've bought into. You're sending your kids to university, you've got car payments, you've got mortgage payments, and you got a job that's paying the bills. What are you gonna do? You're gonna walk away from that? Likely not. So, hopefully that's not for you in your future. You can plan, you can make choices, and what I'm gonna talk to you about today is the fact that your whole world is open to you right now. You may just not understand how powerful you are in terms of creating a career that rocks for you. That is awesome. You get up in the morning and you are excited to go to work. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
What if that were true? I know you're laughing because you're thinking you're nuts, lady. But it's true. No? Okay. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? What?
Working around cars.
Oh, you love that? Yeah. Awesome.
Still don't want to wake up early in the morning.
You don't have to. What if you could wake up at 10 every morning, go work on cars till you felt like it, and then at the end of the day feel like, oh, I had a great day.
It'd be more of a hobby than a job.
Yeah, but do you know what Mark Twain once said? Make your vocation your vacation.
Sure.
You can't have it. You can have, what's going on? Nothing. Okay. So, what if there was a possibility that you didn't have to look outside yourself for anything? You don't have to look to anyone to help you. What if I told you that you had every ability, every talent, everything within you that can create something really awesome in your life? Would you believe me? It's true. How many of you know anything about quantum science? Here's where it gets a little bit weird. Okay. Quantum science basically says this. We don't have to get into anything really, really strict or really deep. But when you understand this about quantum science, there is a medium, a matrix, or matter.
101.
Okay. There is something between us. Yep.
So are we in a dream then?
I live in the dream. Do you want to live the dream?
Why not? Dreams are fun. I know
Exactly.
it's a battery.
And you know what? That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about dreaming. Albert Einstein says your imagination is everything. Now, he was probably one of the greatest minds of our time. He's the designer of the theory of relativity, which still works. It doesn't fit necessarily with some of the other ideas, the quantum science of string theory that's coming on, but it still works. And the fact is, the man was more a philosopher than he was a physicist, a scientist, or a mathematician. So what we're going to talk today about is dreaming and how dreaming works. Are you interested? Okay, you like dreaming, so do I. All right, so it's this. Quantum science says there is a medium, a matrix, there is matter, there is something that exists everywhere in the air we breathe. It's in the tables, it's in our bodies, it's in that book, it's in this camera, and it's in all of us. There is a matter. We are all connected by this matter. We are all one. Now, the quantum science says this. Whatever you do within yourself, however you create your thoughts, with your thoughts, your feelings, your belief systems, naturally goes out from you because it resonates. We are all electromagnetic beings. Your heart and your brain have electric and magnetic signatures that are measurable by machines. And this is not weird stuff. This is scientific. We're all walking beings that have this energy about us. Now, it stands to reason that your thoughts and your feelings also have an energy about them. And so whatever you do with this, your brain and your heart, your subconscious belief systems, what you say and what you do, all has an energy. Where does it go? Where do you think it goes?
Oh,
Yeah,
it goes everywhere.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so
So smooth.
if I'm thinking something right now, am I affecting you? You darn right I am.
How?
Through the matrix that I talked about.
This isn't the Matrix movie.
Yes, it is.
It is? My God, that'd be scary.
No, it's true. The matrix was built on real life.
Why can't I dodge bullets then?
Well, you can worry about that.
Okay.
I'll let you worry about the bullets. I'm not going to
Okay.
worry. I'm not going to think about bullets right now.
I'll worry about the bullets.
Why can't I fly?
But you can. I'm here to challenge you.
Go ahead, try it. Please try it. Jump off the building. Really.
Okay. So who wants to do anything more than fly and dodge bullets? Okay. How would you like to find a great job? How would you like to find a great career and have a great life? Thank you. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to say to you right now is this. What if you could create your reality with your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs?
The law of attraction.
Yes, baby! Awesome! That's exactly what the law of attraction is. And how much do you know about that? Like, do you